coming to the Chillcast with me, your host, Toko. Today's episode, we're having our guest, Rhama, and my friend, Claret.
Yeah. I knew my first action would make me laugh for some reason. Hi.
Hi.
It's
Joel. Hi, Rhama.
Hi.
Hi, Ramadan.
Yeah, I figured you'd do that. Well, this is the very first episode of the Chillcast and woke up. Thank you. I'm gladly excited that you could accept. You're always there for me. Like, it's too much. You're always saying yes to things.
I believe in the vision.
Yeah, thank you so much for being the very first ever guest
Thank you for having me.
to come here, right?
So you hold a big special place to the Chillcast. But yeah.
But it's there. Just know you are there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You've been to this place
Yes.
a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of times then this girl. It's her
Yeah.
first time here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So this is Gab's trumpet. It's in Chingola. It's a pretty place, as you can see. There's everything that you need. It's cool. It's private. If you know what I mean by private. You know what I mean by private.
We have
Yeah.
good food, the pool area.
But anyway, thank you so much for joining up. Today is our very first episode and we are pretty excited. I did have a topic that I wanted us to kickstart this whole thing with.
Mm-hmm.
It's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it. It's about youths.
Uh-huh.
It's about money and love. These two things.
Uh-huh.
It's about money and love. Money and love.
I'm thinking about money. I'm thinking about money.
I'm just thinking about money, but there's also love. You know, it's about money and love. You know how youths like are struggling to find either one of the two. If you're not struggling to find money, you're struggling to find love. If you're not struggling to find love, you're struggling to find money. What do I mean? Let me simplify this. You know, when you have money, right? Which you do literally. You know, when you have money, you struggle to find love. You might find love, but most of the time it's not genuine love.
Yeah.
Because that person will only like you for your money. If I'm a broke man, I'll struggle to find love because people don't want to be with me because I don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just as simple as it can get. You know, so it's about money and love. The struggle is real out there, how people are struggling. I met this man who complained bitterly of how no female wants him because he doesn't have money.
Okay.
I couldn't advise or say anything to him because I also don't have the money. I was like, just we're in a cab. You don't have to offload all your emotions, but he really complained of how he's had challenges of finding a loved one because of how he's always rejected. I want your views on that one.
Okay. First and foremost, I think in that area, especially the area of finding love, I personally feel like it's not only about money.
Mm-hmm.
So, for a man, for example, I'd say majority of women, if not all, love confidently.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the man you're speaking about, one of the things that give him up is the lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need confidence not only in the love area, but even in the getting of money. Because how do you approach someone who might be, let me call them your blesser?
Yeah.
Of course, today people talk about a blesser in many ways, but a blesser meaning someone who can help take your life to maybe another level. So how do you approach them without confidence?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the first thing you need to work on. And also with the issue of money. Oh, love and money, you either have money or you have love. I feel like many people exaggerate. People without money especially might say, these days women only love money, this and that. I would say everyone likes money.
Yeah.
I cannot say everyone loves money, but everyone likes money. And money is there for us to like it because anything you need to do, if you want to advance in your education, you need money.
Mm-hmm.
If you want love as well, love from ancient scripture, love is best expressed in giving.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do you give what you don't have? And how do you have what
What you don't
you
give.
didn't have the money to acquire? You see, so at the end of the day, I wouldn't say money runs the world, but we live in a physical world, and this world needs things for it to run. And one of the topmost things is money.
Yeah.
So
I have a question. I think it's an observation, not really a question. I feel when you're growing up, you're a teenager, there's more of love being given and love being received. But as your needs increase, the money aspect becomes a major hold in the relationship. So did you ever go through that phase where the girls or the girl that time really loved you for you, and then later on maybe another girl or herself just, you know what, you can't handle this, you can't pay this, you can't fuel my car, you can't buy me a ticket.
of course,
as you said, money, we need money to do everything. So as a girl, I'm with a man who doesn't have the money and only has, you know, like pure love and genuine love for me. How then will I survive?
Okay, so I think the first thing, many men might be offended by it. That where maybe they had what they would call true love, and then all of a sudden this person is changing on them because they don't have the money to take care of their needs and everything. But personally, yes, it hurts. I've been in that position before. In the moment it hurts, but I think in everything, whether bad or good, we need to pick out what we learn from it. So in my case, it was more of a motivation. I would say, if I could lose such a good thing because I lack certain things, so what's the best thing I could do? Let me have that thing. And then, but at the end of the day, it comes down, it's not really that women are gold diggers in general, but yes, we do have gold diggers, even men that are gold diggers.
Those are the ones trending now.
Exactly. So it's not really that someone is a gold digger, but like you said, as we grow, our needs increase, and women are mostly moved by what they see.
Yeah.
Especially. So a woman will see something maybe with her friend, or even online or anything. Today we live in a, they call it the .com generation.
Yeah.
Everything is just at the tip of your fingers, and you see all these nice things all over the place. And women naturally want nice things. So there comes that time where there's a need to get those nice things, and then here's a guy who can
provide.
Exactly.
So did you get to a point where you could provide?
Oh, you just have to, because at the end of the day, I feel like a man naturally is a provider, regardless of your capacity. You may not be able to provide for someone, maybe a celebrity in the US, but you can provide for someone somewhere in your level. So the key is to understand yourself, understand where you are, but always have a vision. The worst thing is to be with a man who can provide for you and doesn't have a vision. Someone who's comfortable with where he is. But someone who can provide now but has a vision, believe me, I would say you stand better chances. Like one wise man once said that a woman may leave a man with a vision to go for a man with a television, but one day she will watch the man with the vision on the television of the other guy. So vision is most important.
Now I have known you a really long time. It's been 11 years and years I've been counting. Yeah, it's been 11 years and years I have been counting. Ever since I know you, I don't know if it's just in my mind, but I know you are one person we have people that are broke, people that are broke, at least poor, and we have people that have the
brokey.
You are one of the people that I haven't seen
broke
to be like a broke person. You know what I mean? Have you ever experienced the hustle of just looking for money? Like money, you know, whereby you are just like, okay, you know you have something, but you're still looking for more. You know, but you have money, but you're still looking for more. But you know what I mean by money, where you don't even have what to eat. You have to go and look for you to just eat or feed someone.
What to feed someone? Yes. Countless times, even today, every single day. I think I have, and I think that's one of the things which, you know, when you have a heart to help, sometimes your heart becomes bigger than your current position. So that also chokes us sometimes. Like, because it goes back to what I was saying. You need to understand where you are, And if you want to help many people, the first thing is to help yourself. You can never serve humanity, the world, and God in a better way than to help yourself first. So I've been in those situations countless times, even when I would have like good business, good money coming from somewhere, and then it's not yet hit. So what do you say? So you have the money, but it's not liquid in your hands. So like you said, there's different kinds of broke.
Yeah.
You'd say, I'm really broke, but I know I've got something coming from somewhere. But not fat, so often something. But yeah, I think everyone, that's one of the things I think that push us to think deeper and to be more creative. So as a man, I think there's always that time where you have to go out there. Sometimes it's the hunger that's the biggest motivation you have.
Hey,
Can I come in?
you may.
So how did your money come? According to Claret, it's like you're not rich, you're not broke, but you're like, if you're broke, you're like brokey. You can catch a fly type of broke. Was it inherited type of money, like it comes on the family tree?
Are you a Jerrabo?
Jail boy.
That's very nice. Well,
Who is a Jerrabo? What is a Jerrabo?
that's a good question.
Yeah,
Before you
I think
answer
let's start
that,
there. We need to know.
That's a good question. But first of all, not inheritance. That's the first thing. Inheritance, I believe the best kind of inheritance a man or rather any person may get from their parents or their elders, the best inheritance you should look for is not what they leave for you, but what they leave in you. So what they build in you is more important than what they leave for you. They can leave you millions, and because inside you are not up to the level of that money. So coming back to the Jerrabo part, I don't know who you classify, because the term Jerrabo actually comes from the word is it jail boy?
Jail boy.
So it was those people were classified based on them frequently having to be imprisoned, and maybe because of violence or because of certain laws broken and everything. So in the process, they found that looking at the ratios, the majority of the people who are going through such were people who are classified with a certain business. So you look at that area of business, which is they call it stone dealing, or mineral trade, as I like to call it.
You're wearing a mineral boy's hat.
Okay.
I'll get to that.
So you are not like the typical Jerrabo. Are you like the Jerrabo advisors on Seva You tell them how to count dollar before which tashan.
I don't really think it works that way, actually.
How does it work?
Growing up, I've been acquainted to the mineral trade business. I think from my birth growing up, it's been all around me, my family, friends, and all of that. I've done it multiple times. So I don't really think the classification of the Jerrabo really sits well with me, because there are other people who actually up to now still doing the similar business, but you'll find that they're the gentlest. But obviously, any human being, if you mess with their family or their money, obviously, you get to see another side. So what then happens is, because they're in a particular kind of business, when you see that other side, it comes out as when it's actually not the case. It's just a straightforward business. You carry this from here, sort it. Actually, it has to be a certain quality, so it's worth your movements, logistics. Carry it from here, deliver it here. It's a service, basically. You want this drink, and you tell me, I want an orange drink. You describe the kind of flavor you're looking for, so I know, I know where to get this drink from. So let me get it from this shop. Let me go to Gabs. I know Gabs has the best drinks, the best cocktails, the best food, the best. So Claret is looking for this kind of food, this kind of drinks. And I know Gabs, she doesn't know Gabs. So let me go to Gabs, let me do this, I take it to her. And then in the process, Gabs tells me, let's make a deal. I have clients, they don't know about gaps. You have the good stuff that my clients are looking for. How do we bridge the gap? So I just connected to it. I carry this from here. I make a delivery system, because gaps only serves when they're there. So I say, okay, I'll be the delivery system. So I create that, and someone gives me a name to say, you see?
Yeah,
So it's basically just a business that anyone can go into, especially now that the violence is no more. You know, people do this business easy, and paperwork is easy to acquire thanks to multiple things like the government and all. So it's a simple and good business.
Okay, so he justifies that he's not a Jerrabo.
Well, don't answer
That's a
that.
good question.
A human being.
He's not. So have you had challenges finding love because they feel like, you know, we've got stages. Even ladies have got stages. Some are just looking for somebody with a car. They are willing to even buy gas for you as long as you have a vehicle. We're good to go. You know. Some are looking for bigger boys. Some are looking for even way more bigger boys. Have you been rejected before because of not being the, I don't want to say type or
rejected? I don't know about the word rejected, because personally I'm a very forceful human being. By forceful I don't mean, hey, I want this. No, not like that. But I mean forceful in a way that I refuse to be denied.
Okay.
So if I want something, not just in the area of relationships, but if I want something, so denied, I don't know about that. Not that I can remember, but like I said, I have confidence in myself. I know myself. So if you say I don't have what you're looking for, personally, I don't know how you look at yourself, but personally, every morning when I wake up, I tell myself, I remind myself, there's no greater human being than myself. So if someone says they don't have what I'm looking for, then they don't know what they're looking for. And also, in terms of failing to find love, I feel like people look in the wrong areas. Love is never to be found out there. Love is first to be found within yourself. So when you realize who you are, discover. The question is not, when will I find the right person for me? The question is, when will I become the right person for someone else? So you become the right person, and then automatically, like people said, the universe will cause things to align.
They were just.
I believe God causes things to align. So it's all a matter of preparation.
How do you know you have become the right person for someone?
That's a good question.
Because if I specifically tell myself I'm looking for someone that drives a Range Rover, and I'm not going to come to you and tell you when you ask me out, I'm not going to come to you and tell you, no, I don't want you because you don't have it.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Yes, I get
How
that.
would you know exactly what I want for you to be ready?
So how do you know that the Range Rover I'm coming with is mine? So you see why I'm saying people look in the wrong areas?
Yeah.
Because I cannot just say, okay, this girl, I like this girl, and she likes Range Rover. Okay, let me go to my friend who has a car hiring company. How much is it to hire the Range Rover? Okay, 2 pin per day. 2 pin, okay. Instead of me spending 2 million to buy it, 2 pin ninkwate, okay. Therefore, I go for 2 days. Like I'm talking to fast. I pay a 4 pin na Range Rover. Wow, bakalete wapungana. Range Rover ndota. Range Rover ndote yes. And maybe my friend is so good enough that he says, you know, actually, I'm looking for where to keep this car because I don't have space. So keep it for a month. When I find a buyer, I'll call you so you can bring it back. Perfect.
Yeah.
That falls in line with my plan. And Clarette moves in this Range Rover
1
every
month.
day. And in that 1 month, I propose, and because she's happy, she's seen the Range Rover, she accepts. And then now, when it's time for further things like maybe marriage, and then you find that we have to go and
Kufika.
kuyalomba somewhere tukaleko mukonta panono na Range Rover batasala ndi bapoka natusala kukanza nacho pamoja nomba.
Nishta.
So basically, if you can, that's why it's good to have conversation, interact with the person that you're getting to meet, get to hear their mind, meet their soul. You know when they say soulmates?
Yeah.
So soulmates are not, oh, I saw his car, oh, I saw her body, and then what? Of course, there are certain things that will attract you, but get in touch with the person's soul. It's their soul that will tell you where they are going and where they are. So that's what it's the soul that will bring the Range Rover. And the Range Rover, the sweetest Range Rover you enjoy. I'm not only some guama. Actually, Range Rover, yeah, it's to the voice.
Yeah. Okay, now I have issues I have trust issues. Okay, there are people that have got trust issues when it comes to finding a soulmate.
Yeah.
This is why most of the people are just generally going for love because of certain things. I'll go for love because I've seen the money is there, I've seen that is there. They're now going for love because of material things, because they have trust issues. They don't know how to specify and say this is a soulmate.
Yeah.
How then do you know this is a soulmate? Because we have people that have I have challenges. Let me not even go there.
What is a soulmate?
What is a soulmate? Like, how do you know this has actually clicked? Like,
Yes, please.
you are a miss.
Yeah, you tell us from experience.
It's the inequalities and qualities matching. Like, usually it's the total opposites that come together in partnerships. You find that, okay, he drinks, you drink, shisha, what? But it's very few over time that are happy the whole way through, because with time you have to adjust to the parents, society looks up to you and whatnot. But like they say, when you are pregnant as a woman, you feel it. Say, okay, I'm up. I think that even the could have a few more what's now go carry a palono waikara, but won't be what's car. What's talking to me?
Yeah.
So I think it just there's a sense of belonging. Whole sense of belonging. Even if he tells you jump on a cab or a bus and come and see me, you jump on the bus properly.
That was
but
natural.
It's the other one who it's just love and money. No, you have to pick me up. You need to get an Uber. You know, there's nothing that you add on. All you want is to
Receive.
Then that's what it's all.
All you want is to receive.
But we are pretenders, women also. We can align.
100%.
Jump a bus and dump still.
You know, like such things. Men also are not to be trusted nowadays.
Human beings.
Men mostly are not to be trusted now. What do you think? Why?
I think one can say that's based on the experience.
Okay.
And based on my experience, I would say human beings are to be trusted. Trust God, believe in humans. You can believe that this person may treat me well. You just believe this is a good person. You believe that.
Yeah.
But don't trust them.
Don't trust them 100%.
But when you trust them, that's the biggest mistake.
Now, who do you trust then? It feels like we
Trust
just
God.
relate. Oh, okay. We're just relating.
We're just relating. You know how it is. You know, people always cheat.
Not always, but
Have you cheated before?
I think I have.
You have to say sorry to the camera. Say sorry. Sorry, I said that.
But
I have to say-
I can't get in touch with the person. It's
Okay.
you know it. They say everyone has a history, so being human. Yes, someone asked me, "Are you human?" I'd say, "I am very human." Actually.
Now all your exes will start asking, was it me?
Was it me?
Was it me?
They should ask
have
me.
you cheated before?
That's a question to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Due to personal
I'll
reasons, I
pass
can't
it.
participate in this.
Due to personal reasons. Now you need to tell us. It's not your husband you cheated on, was it?
No,
You see?
definitely no.
You see? So you also can't get in touch with the person you cheated on. So it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's the chill podcast.
Sorry, Mr. Hara. We just had to, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that is what we're talking about basically. People have issues finding this too. So I want your word of advice to people that are having issues finding love because they don't have anything to give.
Okay, my best advice would be stop searching.
Stop searching. Okay.
The best thing you can do. Like we spoke about you being the best person, the right person. And the best way you do that is by working on yourself. Many people go into marriage, they go into even business without any knowledge whatsoever. And the number one knowledge you need is knowledge about yourself. How do I react to these things? How do I work under pressure? Am I ready? Because there are people who are short-tempered over any small thing and they want to go into a relationship. You see? So, and they meet this person who's very irritating. Naturally. To them, they take it as humor. And then you get irritated. So it's like everyone is not right for you. So it's not that everyone is not right for you. In meeting all of these 50 people, the most common denominator was you. So out of 50 people, how is it that all 50 were wrong for you? It might be that you were wrong for them. So you work on yourself. Anything you want to do, the number one thing you need is insight in anything. Relationship, you need insight. You need to understand how does the opposite sex think. What are some of the general things that go with these human beings? You know? But mainly understand yourself. How do I relate? Do I easily get angry? What do I like? What do I hate? Why do I hate it? Why do I like it? Get to understand yourself. Work on yourself. Change what you can. Improve what you can. Then go out there. Believe me, things just fall. I don't know how to explain, but things just fall in place. People
the right direction. We do have the ladies that call themselves humble people. I don't know if they call themselves humble people, like the ladies that don't like to associate, go out there and be with other people. They love to stay home because they categorize themselves as wife material. You know, so growing up with my mom, she always shouts at the other females at home because of how they're always inside. It's not like she's advising them to go to clubs or go out there, but they're not exposed. How then will they find a man? You know, because they're like, you know, how are you going to find a man like that? So I want to get your views on that one as well.
Okay.
How would they be noticed? Of course, they are wife material. They don't club. How would they be noticed?
That's the word right there. To be noticed. Women are never to find them. Men find them. Because men notice women. And noticing is not only how you look physically, but there's many things that it's like someone may be watching a podcast and they just say, I like how Claret speaks. Who is this? What's this Claret? I like how she speaks. Just that. And also, not only in the area of the relationships, but as human beings, our lives only advance when we relate with other human beings. So it goes in relationships, it goes in finance. Let's say, for example, if the whole world, if you were given $100 million today, right? Here in Piashovish. And then you're given every factory in the world. Your own set talk pay. All the cars, everything is yours. And then every other human being is taken out of the world. Do you consider yourself rich? Because who are you going to spend it on? Who are you going to spend it with?
On what?
Then you realize that everything is worthless without people to relate with. So I don't get the point of someone being constantly locked up in their house and still believing for love or relationship. I don't think that's how it works. It's a matter of relating. Eventually you meet someone who you will relate with so much, like she said. You know, you may be opposites, but things just work out. You find that Waftara, but we are in Garanda. But Navantu Badawa, no one is left so. Navano Valakutinisha. There's just that relation. Doesn't mean you go out and meet everyone before you meet. No, but somewhere, somehow, like I keep going back to her. She said something just. Some things are hard to explain, but something just clicks.
Yeah.
Like the example she gave of when a woman is pregnant, even before she goes for checking, testing, what she just knows there's something here. In the same way you just said.
Sorry.
Okay, so the women who are constantly judged because of being found in too many places. Like they're just everywhere. Would you go for a woman like that? Even if you have noticed something in that person, would you go for a person like that where they're just constantly everywhere? It's not like they want to be everywhere, but they want to be noticed as well. So it's also a problem when you're like everywhere for other people, you know? They can't be seeing everywhere. Why are you like everywhere? You're too common.
Okay, I think there's two things. There's you being everywhere. It comes down to motive. What are you doing everywhere? That's the question.
Yeah.
Are you everywhere to be noticed, or are you everywhere to enjoy life? So, based on the motive, I think most guys will decide if they want to get engaged or not. So, if the motive is to be noticed, most guys will know. So, with the way she's carrying herself, she wants us to notice her. So if she wants us to notice her, it means she's throwing the dice out there for anyone and everyone.
Catch it.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
But then there are those people who you can tell that this person is just out to have fun. You see? She doesn't care. Notice me, don't notice me. It's up to you. If you enjoy my life, go home, and that's it. You see? So that's a whole different story right there. So it's a matter of motive, because that same motive is what will scare most people. Because they'll think, why does she want to be noticed by everyone? You see? You know, guys want, the biggest problem with many women is they don't realize their value. So when you realize your value and how much you can get based on your value, I think that alone will bring the attraction. Because believe me, guys love rare things, and rare things are not just a monaika. Rare things are, you can see a rare quality in something. You may see it every day, but there's just something in this particular person that I see every day. But that thing in them is, you know, there's just that magnet. So again, it comes down to the woman knowing her worth. Don't wait for a man to come and tell you, oh, you are this, you are that, you are. Just believe it and act like you believe it. That's it. Men also want to see confidence. So and also the confidence, sorry to cut you, but the confidence will also determine who approaches you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay for a woman to approach a man and tell them, okay, me, I've noticed you, but you're not noticing me. What's going on? Like, you know, like,
You can wait.
Sasha, I can.
Unless you feel it's a one-time person like Shaka Monepo. But it's a person that you know.
But if you've been noticing that person for a really long time and they don't notice you, you can go as a woman and can I go as a woman and express myself? Now on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, can I do? Is it alright? For a woman to go and because
I think it's all about the approach at the end of the day. So how you approach a situation, you notice this person so much, and you feel like they don't notice you. So the approach matters. If you throw yourself out there, it's a problem. You may find people, when you throw yourself, others will catch and go.
And the guy
and then others will run away. Like, why is this person doing? So it's two reactions. But how you bring yourself out there. So don't show that you have certain limitations. You want now plan of planet. No, even be a normal. Now it's a family of my God.
Yeah.
But try. What if they just look so nice to you and they're not nice to you? You also get to know them. Try the approach. Try to speak. Try to get to the I have a female friend who wants to know pregnant about this guy. I had advice in my opinion about this guy because I'm not listening to the part, this and that, this and that. So I gave her some advice here and there, and it started working, and later she discovered it's not really what she wanted.
Oh.
And now it's all over her, trying to get her.
The guy. It happens like that most of the time when.
Yeah. But again, it comes down to your worth. You
Yeah.
You don't know your worth. You're like, what is this guy? He's here. I don't like this and that and this and that and this and that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as I have.
Is it a gamble? A gamble. It's like you toss a dice. See that it works?
It's Joel
Or it doesn't.
Some are lessons.
Wow. Okay. I have a lot of advice to give so many people right now. I have so many people struggling with all this that is being spoken about. I have so many of them. I just sit them down and tell them all like you said, or just play them this episode. I want you to give advice to that brother in that cab, and I'll make sure he sees this episode because I collected his number. He really needs help because he complained bitterly. It was coming from the heart when he said what he said. It was in a cab. Unknown people where you just burst out and start spilling your emotions to everyone. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, advise him. Tell him something.
What did he go through?
He's going through a hard time of finding a woman or somebody to love him because he doesn't have money. He doesn't have what to give.
But I think this is what he said. So you should find yourself. Is it? Find yourself. Be yourself. Like build yourself. There's actually a woman for him
Out there.
at his capacity of money. But I think he's looking beyond his tax bracket.
You know how they say, who you want don't want you, and who wants you don't want them.
No, it
happens like that.
I'm sure we're gonna have more friends because of this chill cast who thought they couldn't be our friends.
They couldn't be our friends, and we're not going to want to be their friends.
Guess what? They will want to be your friend because they feel
It's
you
Joel
guys.
on the
Yeah.
See? This is you working on yourselves. See?
Yeah.
Putting yourselves out. So because of that, people get attracted. You know, I'm imagining America to women.
Before about wife material. Makatupe.
Has got nothing to do with There's so many wife materials who are out there in clubs. And they don't know.
Oh, the squad.
But you know, this world is crazy. Sometimes you have a picture of this woman or this man you want, and maybe that man or woman is meant to be built to that level that you have in your mind when you're together.
Yeah.
They build you and you build them to that level. I've got many friends who had similar complaints in the past. Life is not easy. Women don't want you, this and that.
Yeah.
But others ended in just complaint. Others took it as motivation. They said, if I can be turned down like this because of no money, so the only thing I'm looking for here is money. So now creativity comes up.
Yeah.
I've got other friends who they began to work hard just to show it. So again, that's lack of confidence. They base their confidence in money. So if you lose the money, then where's your confidence? So it's like we are saying, it's all a matter of knowing yourself, knowing your worth, realizing that worth, working according to it. That's it. Everything else just falls in line.
Oh wow.
I think that's what you should tell him.
I'll tell him. I think I'll just make him watch because coming from his fellow man, he's going to be much more motivated. So my son was, can't you in a field go back? Check man.
Not a problem.
We don't want to talk about that now on this video cast.
So the first thing is he should find himself, and then the world will find him.
Great.
So the world will never find you if you don't find yourself.
True.
Somebody once told me to say the person that's going to marry you is probably a person that you least expect.
In most cases.
I am a victim of that because apparently my husband taught me.
Okay.
For tuition, so he was doing his what do you call that? Something like internship. What do you call it? Teaching practice. Even though he's never taught it in the corporate world. So it was that teacher-pupil relation. Like I always saw him as the teacher.
Oh, as the teacher.
Too much for you
Just
to break even. So even the same man, it's the person you least expect. She's actually already there.
Definitely.
Trust me.
In most cases, he's delaying her coming.
He doesn't have transport to get to her.
People say, oh, I want bam paper, I want bam ShopRite. When you ask those people, right, somebody
Last.
but where are they going to get an income? And then the next thing, oh, she works for the UN. She was in PEP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I have a lot of friends like that actually. I have one friend who's currently working for the UN. Then she didn't have formal education. She did have, but like university and everything. She only started improving herself later. But she was working somewhere. She was mopping and all
It's
of that.
Joel
Now she works
on
for the
the
UN
bed.
because she worked on herself.
Yeah.
Now look at how the caliber of people she's meeting. You see, now imagine if she was just there and said, some people kusamba, working on the outside.
You know, that's why you think you're a band.
But all of
It's
those
Joel
things
on the
they have expiry dates. But working on yourself, like your inner self, that's the
it.
thing.
But even if you are a cleaner at the UN, you're not like me.
Yeah.
You are not like me. She can travel. I mean, you probably know the addresses they have. So it's that
There's a
man
lot of
should
money.
just find himself. She's around.
She's around somewhere. Well, this has been an interesting topic. And as we are coming to the end of the podcast, the Chillcast, right here on the Copper Belt with Rhama. We didn't even say our names because we're so excited to have him. So people just know this is Rhama with the two girls.
Before we sell you out, you're taken.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's been the Chillcast.
Don't zoom in. My name is Clarette Norman, CLA. Spell it out. Hold on. Clarette. Most people call me Claude. It's Cransons. I don't know why. It's offensive. Yeah, so CLARATTE, Clarette. That is how you write it down and pronounce it as Clarette. As long as I'm Clarette. When I'm
Oh my God. Tukozile Hara is my name. We've been your host.
I do this because of the hair.
Oh yeah, Tukozile Hara. Rhama Taken has been our first guest.
Okay, let's not get there. But thank you so much for watching. This has been an exciting episode. Until next time, we look forward to having you come back here
It's
again.
Joel on the bed.
Anytime.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you.
Thank you. So behind behind this production, there's JR Urban, JR Professionals. There's so many names. I think you just named after Ashan Takula singer.
Yeah.
You'll get it from there. A big shout out to Navi, a big shout out to everybody that is a part of this. We love you and cheers to more wins. Cheers.